Hello people, this has gone Spy the Spy. I apologize for that about that. Some idiot from an unknown number just called me over and like before it just like before with the second part other part one. So yeah. So now we're going to resume what we're doing. Shania was just telling me that I could learn more about this village and the outcast and about this promised land by fighting the leader that is Jendar or this storyteller that is Rukul. And if I to get any answers about the escape pods that crashed into the Undercity and about the other uploaders that came here recently. So now let's move on. Alright, sure, I'm going to be going now.
Oh, okay. Well, if you ever need anything, or if you just feel like talking, come back and see me. I hardly ever get a chance to speak to someone from the underworld.
Don't worry, we'll be seeing each other around. Me and Carfer are going to be looking around the place. Better save this game. I wonder what's behind this door.
Wait, Upworlder. You can't go through this gate.
Why not?
There is too much danger and suffering beyond. For your own sake, turn back.
I don't understand. Suffering and suffering. What are you talking about?
The villagers infected with the Rakghoul disease are quarantined beyond this gate. It's only a matter of time until they transform into horrible creatures that would destroy us all.
So you just lock them away in a cage?
For the sake of the village, we have to keep the infected ones locked away. And when they finally do transform into Rakghouls, we'll let them destroy each other.
There must be someone that can... There must be something that someone can do.
Nothing can be done for the infected villagers. Even the serum to counteract the Rakghoul disease wouldn't be any use now. Nobody would be foolish enough to risk going into the pens to give them the cure. The infected ones could transform into Rakghouls and attack them at any moment.
Will consider me a fool because I'm not going to let the affected ones to die. I'm going through those gates to try and help the affected ones. I know I don't have the Rakghouls serum with me right now, but I'm going to try to see if I can get through to these three.
I can't stop you from going through the gates, Upworlder, but if the infected ones have already transformed into Rakghouls, you'll be walking into your grave.
Sorry, I don't plan on making this place my grave. I'm going to see if I can help these three. If not, then I'm going to have to come back later with the Rakghoul serum if I can find it.
Please, help us. We're infected with the Rakghoul disease. At any moment we could... No! This cannot be... No!
Damn it. It's just like turning into werewolves. So these are what Rakghouls look like. No wonder these things are dangerous, even affected me with poison. And how do I have anything to counteract that? Already it depleting my health. And you switch into weapon. Alright, I'm gone. Pure Stark. So much for trying to reach them.
Back again. Is there something else you need?
Huh, you seem to be able to do some healing for me. I need some healing. I'm not gonna waste my med packs for this. I don't have the med packs, and I just need to counteract the poison within me. Within us. Luckily, the green wears off for a few seconds. I have to come back later if I find a Rakghoul serum.
You come from the world above. Is this the time of destiny, then? Is this a portent of the salvation of my people? Or merely another false sign to mislead us from the path? Are you the herald of prophecy, the beacon to guide us through the darkness? Or are you merely another harbinger of shattered dreams and unfulfilled promises?
Be careful. This one might be crazy enough to be dangerous.
Speak to me, Upworlder. Tell me what fate you unleash upon us. Salvation or damnation? Speak, Upworlder. I beg you.
What exactly are you talking about, old man?
A question. You are uncertain, bewildered, perplexed. Understandable, I suppose. Even after 100 years of life, I myself still become confused at times.
Well, I'm totally
Perhaps I can
confused.
make things more clear. Some things, at least. My name is Rakghouls, the
You're
oldest outcast
the old
here in the
man
village.
Sharia mentioned?
Rakghouls Wrinkleskin, the children call me sometimes.
You're the man that Sharia told me about. I'm Escano Spy. What do you want from me, Rakghouls?
Once I was honored for my wisdom. Over time, the villagers fell away from the true path. Eventually, there was only a single apprentice who followed me. And now she is gone too.
The true path? What does that mean?
No, not yet. I must be wary, careful. You may be a false savior. Dare I share my secrets with you? No, not until you prove yourself.
Prove myself? How can I do that?
My apprentice is lost. I sent her out into the Undercity to find... Well, I cannot tell you. Not yet. Sadly, my apprentice has not returned. Please, Upworlder, will you help an old man? Will you seek out my apprentice in the Undercity? Her name is Malia. I must know of her fate, whatever it may be. I must know what she found.
I'll help you with this, Rakghouls.
Finding her may be difficult. Malia could be anywhere in the Undercity. But if you will find her, I will know you to be our true savior. Only then can I reveal my secret knowledge to you.
I'll be back if I find anything.
I wish you luck, Upworlder. Come speak to me again once you have discovered the fate of my apprentice.
Yeah, and maybe you'll be able to start speaking sense.
Greetings, Upworlder. We rarely see your kind here in the Undercity. I find it strange that so many of you have come down from the surface recently.
Many?
No offense, but I can see why people normally avoid this place.
Why have you come into this dark and sunless place? Is there something you need of me or my village? I will help you however I can.
Well, first off, who are you people? And why do you live here in the Undercity?
We are the outcasts, shunned from the surface for our crimes and banished here to the Undercity. We banded together to form this village that we might survive in this hostile environment. I am Gendar, leader of this village.
You're
As
the
my
man
father
the
was,
Sheriff's
and as was
mentioned?
his father before him. Many of us have been here for generations, our ancestors cast down long ago. There is no return to the surface for us or our descendants, but somehow we managed to survive amidst the filth and roaming bands of deadly Rakghouls.
What a horrible way to live.
Life down here can be difficult. It can break the spirit. Many in the village have become bitter and hopeless, especially those newly cast down. But life goes on, and we must try to make the best of what we have. And maybe someday we will find a better life. Listen to me. I'm starting to sound like Rakghouls.
Rakghouls?
The oldest man in the village is a kind soul, but I'm afraid he's growing weary of this world. He dreams of escaping, of finding a better world. If you wish to speak to him, you can probably find him wandering about the village. As I said, a kind man, though he does cling to his illusions.
Well, I just spoke with the man, and he makes no sense, but makes requests for me to find his apprentice. Okay, well, next question. What can you tell me about the Rakghouls that live down here?
The Rakghouls are monsters, hideous mutations who feast on the flesh of our villagers. Their diseased jaws can infect those they attack, transforming the victim into one of those abominations.
Yeah, I think
We know
I've
of no
already
cure for the
witnessed
disease,
that in
and
the first
for the
time.
good of the village, we must banish any who become infected, lest they transform and turn on us.
I want to ask you some more questions.
Ask your questions, Upworlder. I will answer to the best of my knowledge, though I know little beyond the borders of the Undercity.
I'm looking for a Twi'lek named Mission Feo. She's accompanied by a Wookiee named Salbar. She's acts like a spoiled brat kid.
Yes, I have seen this Twi'lek many times, though I've never spoken to her. She and her Wookiee companion often pass through our village on their way to explore the sewers.
How can I get to the sewers?
There are two entrances into the sewers from the Undercity. One to the northeast of our village, the other to the southeast. But the sewers are dangerous, Upworlder. If you dare
Why?
to travel those dark tunnels, you would be wise to go heavily armed, unless you wish to become a meal for the Rakghouls and the other foul creatures.
Well, me and Carf are already armed, but it wouldn't hurt to get some supplies in your village. Some more questions?
Ask your questions, Upworlder.
You said something about other Upworlders who came by here recently. Who are they?
Our village has seen many visitors from the surface recently. Armored troops, swoop gang members, mercenaries. They come to search our sunless world. They're even searching the sewers.
Really? Well, I've already answered those questions. I need to ask you some more
Ask
questions.
your questions, Upworlder.
Okay, Gandar, I think that's about all I can ask for you.
As you wish, Upworlder. Should you have need of anything else, come speak to me. I represent the entire village, and I will do my best to help you however I can.
Thank you. That'll be all, Gandar. This village reminds me of a couple other places where people are homeless, being down by the world.
Hey, you ain't from the village. You're from the Upworld, ain't you?
What of it?
You've got credits, I bet.
Watch yourself. There's something slimy about this guy. I wouldn't trust him as far as I could throw him.
I
My
don't seem
name's
to trust him.
Zakia. I
If
run a
he's a
little
shopper,
salvage
I
shop
simply
here.
need to get
Want
something.
to buy something from my store? I got some good deals.
We don't need to trust him. We simply need some items from this store of his inventory. How do you even manage to run a store here in the Undercity?
If a villager comes across any useful salvage in the Undercity, they bring it to me. Every so often, members from the lower city gangs come down to trade for the salvage. They'll exchange food and medicine for engine parts, old blasters, and the like. Sometimes they even give me credits if I have some really good stuff.
Well, I'd like to see your inventory.
It ain't the best stuff. Mostly salvage and such, but the price is right.
I'm going to be needing this. The antidote kits should be able to help us. Alrighty, let's see, what should I sell here? Definitely don't be needing that. Don't need you, don't need you. Yeah, that's pretty much what I can do from this side. Alright. That must be the gate to lean out here.
Hurry, Hendar! Hurry! I can hear it coming!
What's going on here?
He'll never make it. He's doomed. I told him he was a fool to leave the village.
He will make it. Run, Hendar, run!
Someone's out there.
Open the gate! Quickly! There isn't much time! I can't. The Rakghouls are too close.
The mutants will kill him if you don't open the gate!
And if I open the gate, they'll kill us all.
No! You can't do this! It isn't fair! Please, make him open the gate. Hendar will die if he doesn't.
I can't open the gate. Not while the Rakghouls are so near.
She's right, this isn't fair. I'm going to save this man. I'm not going to let this guy die as a victim. Old man, open this gate, gatekeeper. I will kill the Rakghouls.
You'd risk your life for a stranger?
I would in any aid.
You're brave, Upworlder. I'll open the gate for you, but you gotta be quick. In a few seconds, I must close and lock it again.
Okay, Carve, let's kick some ass. Hold on. I can switch to other players.
Ready? Sure.
If we work together, we can kill this Rakghoul. Go! Alrighty. That wasn't so bad. Alright. Don't worry, she lady. Your boyfriend is safe.
Thank you for saving Hendar. You are braver than I, Upworlder. Maybe we outcasts have lived too long in selfish fear.
Nothing hurt.
Perhaps we can learn a lesson from your brave actions. But enough of my ramblings. Is there something you need, Upworlder?
Just who are you?
I'm Trellin, from the Outcast Village. It's my job to guard the gates and see they are locked to protect us from the Rakghouls.
I want to ask you some questions, though.
I just guard the gates. Gendar is the leader of the village, Upworlder. You should speak to him if you have any questions.
I've already did. Well, thank you for this conversation.
Goodbye, Upworlder.
Endar, you're welcome.
I can't thank you enough for saving me, Upworlder. If I had anything but these rags on my back, it would be yours.
It's nothing.
But
I'm just glad I could help.
Nothing.
I still have you, Hendar. That's all I need. Let's go back to the village.
I'm just glad I can be able to help you too. Seems to me that we got clearance since I saved the man. Is that an escape pod over there? We better check that out. What the?
Please, you have to help me. Nobody else is gonna help me, even
Mission?
the best won't help me. But I can't just leave him there. He's my friend. You'll help me, won't you?
Whoa, whoa, slow down, Mission. What's wrong?
It's Zalbar. He's in trouble. Big trouble. We have to help him. If we don't, they'll sell him into slavery.
What are you talking about, kid? Sell who? Salbar? But who's selling him? You need to calm down, Mission. Take a deep breath and tell us what happened.
Me and Zalbar, we were just wandering around here in the Undercity. You know, looking for stuff we could find, just kind of exploring. We do it all the time.
I guess with a Wookiee at your side, you gotta figure you can handle the odd Rakghoul attack.
Only this time, they were waiting for us. Gamorrean slave hunters.
Gamorreans?
We didn't even have a chance to run.
Huh?
Big Z threw himself at him and then roared run. I took off. I figured Zalbar would be right behind me. But there were too many of them. He couldn't get away. They're going to sell him to a slaver, I just know it.
Gamorreans? Those pig-headed guards? They're stink and they're really hard to communicate, and they only be seen in Tatooine. Do you know where they took him?
I don't know for sure, but those Gamorreans like to hang out in the sewers. The stink reminds them of home, I guess. That's probably where they took Big Z.
And from what you just told us about exploring, I guess you pissed those Gamorreans off a little too much for them to get back at you? Okay. Mission, you need to listen. If I help you get Zalbar back, you have to help us get inside the Vulgar base.
It's a deal. As soon as we get Big Z back, I'll show you a way into that Vulgar base. Now come on! We have to find Zalbar before they sell him to slavers, or worse.
Do you know where he's being kept?
The Gamorreans make their camps in the sewers. I bet that's where we'll find Zalbar. And that's where I'll show you the secret entrance into the Vulgar compound.
Mission is actually the newest member of the company. Alright, it looks like this group is complete. Mission is our newest companion and is going to be able to help us. A scoundrel. I can't wait to see what Mission can do in action. Yeah, it looks like both Carve and Mission need some level up. Alrighty. Oh, so this must be Mission's Viral Blade. Interesting. So this sword is like a representative of her. And I think I finally found a use for that prototype Viral Blade I received from the Underspire. She's gonna be badass with those blades now. Alrighty, Mission. Let's get you level up. And that's pretty much it for the meantime. Rapid fire. Alrighty, boy. Alright, guys, let's move out. Now let's go check out that escape pod. Okay, let's see. These must be yeah, these are the demolition mines that I was referring to since the first beginning of the video. Alrighty. Since the start of the game movie. Let's see if my demolition skills are strong enough. Damn it, it's too low.
Yeah?
Hopefully Mission can do a better job than I can. Alright. Recovering these mines that you haven't placed it on your own, we'll be able to get experience points. Which is why it's important why you keep a lookout for demolitions, so it helps your skills and level you up quicker. A survivor? Is a Republic soldier? And he's still alive? No. I have a feeling that I need to come back later. I don't know why, but I have a feeling that I need to come back later for him. Self-soldiers? What the hell are they doing out here?
You there, civilian. This is a restricted area. What are you doing down here?
I could ask you the same question, soldier. don't like your tone.
You're questioning the Sith. How many people do we have to kill before the rest of you learn some respect? Well, I guess it's time for another lesson. Patrol, attack.
I don't think so, pal. Energy shields? Just like that shopkeeper told us about. I'm going to do this the old-fashioned way. I'm gone. They're good, I'll give them that much. Alright.
Yeah?
Alright, mission, here you go.
Sure.
Some more Rakghouls. Alright, mission, you better be careful. Carving out, I've already fought these things. Hold on, mission. Alright, Carve, let's do some rapid fire. Alright, mission. Here's the endo kit.
Sure.
Still some more down there. She seems rather distant. I need to speak with her.
Hey there. What can I do for you?
I wanted to know a little more about your mission. You seem a little bit distant.
Really? You want to know about me?
Yes,
Nobody's ever
I
really
would.
been interested in me before. What do you want to know?
For starters, how did you and Salbar hook up?
Big Z's my family, you know? My parents, well, I guess they're dead. It was just me on my own until the
sorry,
day I saw
submission.
Zalbar in the lower city. I could tell right away he was in trouble. This was before the gang wars were out of hand. But even then, the Volkers were scum. A few of them were hassling Big Z, trying to pick a fight, but he wasn't looking for trouble.
Who wanted to pick a fight with Wookiee?
Hey, nobody said the Volkers were smart, but there were 3 of them, so maybe they figured they could handle him. I don't know. Anyway, I don't like the Volkers at the best of times. And when I saw them picking on this poor Wookiee, all alone on a strange planet, overwhelmed by the big city, I just lost it.
I would be
screamed out,
too.
"Leave him alone, you core slimes!" and charged right at them. Well, one of them saw me coming and slapped me so hard he just about knocked me cold.
Smacking a kid? Those folkers have no class?
Hey, don't treat me like I'm a little girl. I ain't no kid. I'm 14 years old.
Yeah, and I'm
Those
20
Volkers
years
didn't
old,
scare
and
me.
that's not a
They're
joke.
nothing but cowards. I knew how to deal with them. Of course, I never got the chance. I guess Zalbar didn't like seeing me get smacked around. He let out this howl and yanked that Volker a meter up off the ground and held him there by his throat.
What did the other folkers do?
The other 2 screamed and ran off. Can't say I blame them. The first time you see an angry Wookiee up close, it isn't a pretty sight.
True,
I thought
I saw
Zalbar was gonna
Wookiee
rip
get
that
angry
punk's
like
arms
that
off and beat him
too.
to death with his own fists. The Volker was so scared, he fainted. Or maybe it was Big Z's breath just knocked him out. I keep telling Zalbar to brush those choppers of his, but he never listens. Just stay upwind when he's speaking and you'll be fine. Anyway,
I'll be
I knew
fine.
those Volkers would be back with friends, so I grabbed Zalbar and we took off. Ever since then, we've been a team. We look out for each other, you know?
I hear ya. But how did Salbar, a Wookiee from Kashyyyk, end up on Terrace?
He was fleeing some kind of trouble back on Kashyyyk. That's all I know, really. Big Z doesn't like to talk about it. In case you didn't notice, he's the strong, silent type. Doesn't much
Really?
matter to me, though. I accept him for what he is, not what he was. Me and Zalbar like to live in the present.
I felt the same, but not just for the present, but also from the past and into the future. So how did you even survive before you met with Salbar anyway?
Hey, what's that supposed to mean? You think I can't take care of myself? I've got
No, that's
street
not it.
smarts. I know how to get by on my own. In fact, I look out for Zalbar more than he looks out for me, you know? Big Z's a little bit too gullible to make it alone on the mean streets of the lower city.
We should get back at the task at hand, though.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Like I used to tell my brother.
Your
Fast
brother?
talk and slick words don't get the job done.
I didn't know you had a brother.
My brother's a touchy subject, you know. It just so happens
Really?
I don't
I'm
really
sorry.
feel like talking about him right now. Nothing personal. Let's just get back to the business at hand, okay?
Okay. I understand, Mission. Sorry, I'm just curious. Never spoken about a brother before. If you feel like talking about it, just let me know. Alright, until then, let's get some Rakghouls to kill. And army of them. Switch what? Fiber blade, switch.
Me.
That was close. Alright, let's search for whichever remains of the wreckage. There seem to be more soldier corps around here. I guess the patrol wasn't the only one out there. Out here. What? No way! Is that a Rakghoul serum? No, guys, folks, I may be able to help those guys and that Dr. Selkamp back at the upper city. He could actually be able to get what he wanted if I take this to him. But there are some people down here that is in desperate need for these right now. So until then, I need to use this Rakghoul serum. Hopefully, it has enough juice for Selkamp to start his work. Christ, I knew I may be able to find it, but wow! And the Republic and it was on the Sith soldier. One of the folks was talking that Selkamp told me that the Sith soldiers were using the Rakghoul serum that was locked up pretty tight in their military base. And think that I will be actually come across this. They must have brought a serum here when they figured they could have one of their soldiers affected.
Hey, Carl. You're a pilot
So
for the
these two are
Republic,
gonna
right?
have a
You've
conversation.
been all over the galaxy, I bet, right? So tell me, how would you rate Taurus compared to other worlds you've seen?
To be honest, Mission, Terrace would rate pretty low. The prejudice, the rich spoiling themselves while the poor are crushed beneath them. It's not a pretty picture.
Yeah, but that's only since the Sith occupation. Before that, well, I guess it wasn't all that different, really. Maybe Taurus ain't as great as I thought, you know?
Trust me, Mission, there are a lot of worlds better than Terrace. There
Yeah,
are worse,
I
too,
met
but Terrace
some
is
worlds,
no
too.
place for a kid to live on her own. Even a kid who's got a Wookiee to look out for her.
Hey, I ain't no kid. I look out for Zalbar as much as he looks out for me.
Oh boy.
Think he's my friend, not my babysitter. Jeez, I come ask you a question, you give me a lecture.
Here we go.
Don't you snap at me, Missy. You want a lecture? How's this? Only bratty little children fly off the handle because of a simple comment.
Settle. Enough, you two. Settle down. The both of you.
I don't have to listen to you, Karth. You ain't my father, though you're sure old enough to be. So keep your lectures inside your withered old head, 'cause I don't need 'em.
And I sure as hell don't need this. Look, let's just drop it and get back to what we were doing.
Look, you two, we need to work together and put our differences aside right now, and to be able to work on saving Zalbar and Basilam. So until then, we all need to work together here. Now, let's go back to that Republic soldier and see if he's alright. Seemed to be the only survivor here.
Help me. Please.
He's infected by the Rakghoul.
Something growing. Like some kind of hideous disease.
Hey, hold on. Don't worry, I got this serum that can help you. It can cure you.
Thank you. Those things, they attacked as soon as we came out the doors. They killed the others. It was horrible.
It's alright. You're okay. Don't worry. We're here to help you. I need information though. We're looking for Basila. Where is she?
Bastila? She wasn't in this pod. We were tracking her pod just before we hit the planet's surface. It went down somewhere to the west. We lost the signal when our own pod crashed. Maybe. Wait. What was that?
What?
Did you hear that? I thought I heard something.
I didn't hear anything. Don't change the subject though.
Over there. I heard something. I know I did.
The Rakghouls are
There it is
coming.
again. It's those monsters. They're coming back. Run for your lives.
No, don't throw yourself at them. Look out! No! Okay, freaks. You'll pay for this? You tried to save us? You'll pay for this? Alrighty. Looks like a new battle armor. This will suit mission well.
Sure. Ready?
Huh?
Here you go, mission. Goes new.
Yes.
Alright. These energy shields will come in handy. Fortunately, this is only one shield. Here you go. This motion detection will actually suit better with mission, since security and demolition is her style. Alright. Now I gotta get back to the village. Now I gotta get back into the village to help those two remaining villagers. Healer, I got the cure. I'm here to get these two.
Please, please, you have to help us. We beg you.
We don't want to end up like the others. Please help us. We can't end up like them.
Don't worry, I'm here to help you.
You'll help us? Oh, bless you, Upworlder, bless you. But you must hurry. We have the Rakghoul disease. It is only a matter of time until we are transformed into terrible creatures like those who attacked you when you first came into the pen. It is too late for them. Soon it will be too late for us, and we will transform into those horrible Rakghouls ourselves.
I've brought you the serum that can cure the Rakghoul disease. Here you go.
You have a cure? Please give it to me, please, quickly, before it's too late.
Here, take this Rakghoul serum. I have enough for the both of you.
Quickly, I must inject it before it is too late. Yes, I feel it working.
Alright.
I feel
Awesome.
the disease burning away. It's like a miracle. I am cured. Thank you, Upworlder. You have saved us from a fate worse than death.
A
I
lot
only
of
wish I
things
had
that are
some
worse
reward
than
to
death.
give you. Maybe you can find something worthwhile in the wreckage of that Republic escape pod.
I was just happy to help, and I just got from that Republic escape pod.
We should go now, Upworlder. We're anxious to return to the village and see our families again. Thank you once again for everything you've done.
Alright, level up time. This is a tough choice here. I'm gonna go with this one.
You amaze me. I always thought the surface dwellers couldn't care less about us outcasts, but you risked everything to help those infected villagers. I wish I had some type of reward to give you, but we outcasts have nothing. All I can offer is the gratitude of the entire village.
Thank you. I'm just glad I was able to help those villagers in need. Not all the silver dwellers are scumbags. We all need to help each other whenever we need a hand from time to time. I need some healing. But you're welcome, healer. Now I must go. Alright. Let's search here. Huh? There's somebody up ahead. I better save this. Hey, is that guy again? What was his name? Candace? He seems to be brought some friends.
Don't move.
I'm not afraid to use this blaster if I have to.
Is there any way
Settle
to
down,
talk to
kid.
somebody, kiddo?
We've already lost enough men to those damn Rakghouls. The last thing we need now is more casualties from a needless firefight. By the looks of you, I'd say you're down here for the same reason we are.
Really?
To salvage something from those downed Republic space pods.
And what if we are?
Let me give you some advice. Forget about it. Do yourself a favor and just head back from where you came.
Why? Is there some kind of danger going on here besides the Rakghouls?
This isn't a good place to stand around chatting. The Undercity is crawling with Rakghouls. I've already lost a half a dozen men to those monsters.
Candace, I heard something. Over there, in the shadows. Sounded like a Rakghoul.
Just like before with the Republic escape pod?
Looks like we've got company. Get those blasters ready, boys.
Well, looks like we're going to be a temporary team up. Let's help these guys.
Damn. I told Davik that his salvage mission was a bad idea. His men aren't trained for this kind of thing. I can't babysit them all. Okay, boys. We're getting out of here before I lose anyone else. I can't carry all this salvage back by myself. You'd be smart to get out of here as well. Even if you can handle the Rakghouls, I doubt there's anything worth finding anymore.
What do you mean by that?
Davik sent me down here with this motley crew to scavenge whatever we could from the Republic escape pods that crashed during the recent battle overhead. But the lower city gangs got here first.
The Black
Anything
Vulcans?
worthwhile in those Republic pods is probably in their hands by now. Davik won't like that.
Now, what can you tell me about David that I haven't already know?
What are you, an off-worlder?
Something
Everyone
like that.
knows Davik. He's a member of the Exchange. You know, the interstellar crime syndicate. Smuggling, gambling, extortion. Davik controls it all here on Taris. That's why I'm working for him. But lately, the lower city gangs have been giving my boss some trouble.
What do you know about the lower city gangs?
This isn't really the best place to have these kinds of conversations. But I guess I could spare a couple of seconds for you. After all, you did help us out with those Rakghouls. The lower city is overrun with gangs, but the two most important ones are the Hidden Becks and the Black Vulcars. Used to be the Becks were the big dog and kept the others in line. But lately the Black Vulcars are moving in on Beck turf and challenging them for control. The Vulcars are even starting to defy Davik. Take these
Yeah.
escape pods, for example. Everyone knew Davik would want first crack at them. But I know for a fact those damn Vulcars have already sent their own salvage party down here.
Alright, thank you for telling me. You seem to be anxious in a hurry. We will not keep you waiting, and I'd better get going.
Come on, boys, let's move out.
That was quite a heavy firefight. A grenade. That would come in handy. And seem to be more of those Rakghouls. I swear these things are crawling into place like werewolves. If they using a disease. Alrighty. Switching fiber blade. Shoot fish in the barrel. Alrighty, some more parts. One of those outcasts, villagers. This is Maya? Rukio's not gonna like this. Rookill's not gonna like seeing his dead apprentice. Better bring this journal back to Rookill. Let's hope I'm skillful enough to get this. Damn it. Still too weak.
What?
Huh?
What?
This mission. Thank God mission was able to accompany us if we're going to be coming across mines.
Greetings once more, Upworlder. You
Rookill?
bring news of my apprentice?
I
Have you
have.
discovered her fate and proved yourself to be a true savior of my people?
Look, enough of the ramblings of savior and bullshit. Your apprentice is dead, and I have her journal.
It is as I feared, then. She joins the list of those who have given their lives in the service of our cause. But though I am saddened by this news, there is yet hope. By finding my apprentice, you have proved yourself worthy, Upworlder. You are to be the beacon on our path to salvation. You will guide us to the promised land.
The Promised Land? Shaira spoke to me about this Promised Land, and you're saying it's real, and you say guide you? Dude, I don't even know where this Promised Land even is.
You are marked, Upworlder. Even my dim old eyes can see the mantle of destiny that cloaks you. Perhaps old Rookill knows you better than you know yourself.
What do you mean by that?
I am old. I have lived 100 years in the Undercity, cast down into the darkness. I know the legends and history of our people, and now you must learn it too.
Very well, tell me the history of your people. It's interesting hearing about this fairy tale of yours.
The great city of Taurus covers the entire surface of this planet. There is no land to grow food. Kelp harvests and the creatures of the sea are our only food source. A century ago, rising levels of toxic pollution poisoned the oceans, and famine swept the planet. The rich hoarded food for their own use, and the poor were left to starve and die.
From what I've seen of Terrace, it doesn't look like much has changed. Except for the upper city, people here are just as bad off as the poor in your little history.
But the poor rose up against this tyranny, and civil war engulfed the planet. Millions died in the fighting, and huge sections of Taurus were destroyed or abandoned. The rebellion was crushed in the end. Thousands were taken prisoner. The jails could not hold them all, and so the practice of banishing all prisoners to the Undercity was born.
Is that really how you came to be down here? As outcast? When you're banished?
Many brave men and women were banished here to the Undercity for their part in the rebellion. People like my father and grandfather were cast down, along with their families.
What did you expect? If they could get away with it, the Teresian nobles would stuff their own mothers down here to make more room in the upper city.
Now we live a dark existence beneath the streets of Terrace, a life devoid of all hope but one, the Promised Land. And you will be the one to show us the way to get there.
I hear about this Promised Land from Shaira, but what is it at exactly? And how can I even lead you to this Promised Land if I don't even know what it is?
Legends tell of a self-sufficient colony founded
where
just
it is?
before the famine and lost during the Civil War. A paradise beneath the Undercity where droid servants tend to every need. For many years I searched for the Promised Land, just as my grandfather and father did before me. When I became old and gray, my apprentice continued the search on my behalf.
Sounds like a myth to me. Something to give the people here some false hope to cling to so they don't go mad with despair.
I have collected many clues hinting
has a
at its
point, dude.
location. The journal of my apprentice provides yet more information. But still, there are too many pieces missing from this puzzle. But I know my father and grandfather each had journals where they recorded their own discoveries. Perhaps with their journals, I could at last uncover its hidden location.
I have one of those journals you're looking for.
Yes, Upworlder. Well done. However, I see that this journal alone does not have enough clues for me to solve this mystery. Too many pieces are still missing. I'm afraid that only with all three journals, my grandfather's, my father's, and my apprentice's, will I be able to discover the location of the Promised Land. I will leave this journal with you for safekeeping for now. Perhaps it will aid you in your search for the others. I wish you luck, Upworlder, for the sake of the entire village.
So this fairy tale story is actually a real deal. And I need to find these journals for the Promised Land, all these people. Alright, let's see what I can do. Oh great, what is
I
this
saw
guy?
you talking with Rakghouls. He told you his legends about the Promised Land, didn't he?
What of
He
it?
told you all about his missing apprentice and the other lost explorers, right? You know, most people don't believe his stories. They figure he's nothing but an old cook. But I think there might be some truth in what he's saying. That's why I want to stop him.
Stop him? What are you talking about?
For an outcast, I've got things pretty good. The village relies on me to bring in food and supplies. I'm an important man. If it wasn't for Gendar, I'd be running this place.
Seriously?
I get the feeling if it wasn't for Gendar, this place would be a lot worse off than it is.
Tell me
If
about it.
Rakghouls ever finds his Promised Land, I'm sunk. People won't need to rely on me anymore. I'll just be another nobody like all the rest of the villagers. I won't let that happen.
The only way you can be useful is being a sharper, but you as a leader, you're the worst, and that's even horrible. How can you be so self-centered?
Don't judge me. I learned a long time ago that if I want to survive down here, I've got to look out for number one.
And let me
The two
guess,
explorers
that's
who went
yourself.
searching for the Promised Land might have found something. They might have found clues or evidence, just like Rakghouls' apprentice. They would have recorded that information in their journals. I'll pay you if you bring all three journals to me. The two from the explorers and the one from Rakghouls' apprentice. Then I can destroy the evidence and make sure nobody ever finds the Promised Land.
Carve Scribe,
But it's
you
my
are
business
slime?
here to make it worth your while if you help me.
Forget it, I would not betray the village and Ryuko for you.
Don't be a fool. I'm the only one here who can pay you for those journals. Rakghoul has nothing. He won't be able to come up with any kind of reward. Once you have all three journals, just bring them to me and I'll give you a decent reward. Now, was there something else you needed?
Yeah, go to hell. I'll be going now.
Yeah, okay. You'll come back and see me if you want a deal.
No, there is no deal with you, Klein. No. Alright folks, I'm going to have to cut this one short. This has gone Spy, these spies sign off, and we'll be right back after these messages.